Now we are going to learn about the Hoyle's steady state theory. What it is? It's also related to the cosmological science. Hoyle's steady state theory proposes a view of the universe in contrast to the Big Bang theory. That means it's also related or the summarification of this Big Bang theory, which suggests that the universe has always been and will always remain fundamentally the same. That means there will not be any dynamicity of the earth's surface. Everything will be remain same throughout the year and without any major changes over time. So, however, with increasing evidence supporting an expanding universe, the scientific community now largely favors theories like Big Bang theory and which advocate for an expanding universe. Big Bang theory is completely opposite of Hoyle's steady state theory. That means which is Earth is not the steady thing. Earth is not the steady statement of everything. And that is the theory. In cosmology, a view that the universe is always expanding but maintaining a constant average density, with matter being continuously created to form new stars and galaxies at the same rate that old ones become unobservable, and as a consequence of their increasing distance and the velocity of recession. That is the meaning of Hoyle's steady state theory. What is the short pointers for this revision? That steady state theory maintains that universe remains constant over time. Yes, it opposes the idea of beginning and expanding the universe. Yes, because it's completely opposite to the Big Bang theory. Less favored due to the growing evidence of the expanding universe, because Hoyle's steady state theory, it was not so famous because after the invention of Big Bang theory it became more famous because of a lot of evidences of the expanding universe and scientific consensus. What is written? That shifting towards the expansion theories like the Big Bang. Come to the star formation. Early universe dynamics. In the early universe, the distribution of the matters and the energy was initially uniform. It was completely static in nature. It was not dynamic. So variance in density led to the gravitational differences. Yes, there is a distinct relationship or the opposite relationship between the density and the gravitational force. So which initiated the process of the galactic formation. So what is the basic features of the galaxy? Galaxies are massive star systems. That means one or two star system is not called the galaxy. When two and more than two stars are meeting together at the same place at the same time, that is called the galaxy, which separated by thousands of light years. Light years is a unit of measuring the distance. I am writing over there. You can also note down. Light year is the unit of measuring the distance between the stars or the planets or the stars. Okay, that is called light years. When we are going somewhere, how much distance we are covering, that we can count it in a kilometer wise, in a meter wise, but for the galaxies we are counting it as a light year. A typical galaxy spans 80,000 to 1,50,000 light years in a diameter. Come to the nebula and the star bath. What is the nebula? We have already learned the assemblage of gas and dust particle is called the nebula. What is written over there? A nebula is a vast cloud of hydrogen gas, hydrogen and helium. These two compounds were there. It's a primary structure in the early galaxy formation. Nebulas develop into the localized, denser gas clumps, and these dense gas bodies eventually give the birth to the stars, and the formation of the stars is estimated 5 to 6 billion years ago. From that period of time, the formation of the stars are already started to begin. It's estimated, it's not purely mentioned, but it's estimated. So what is the short pointers for this revision? The early universe transitioned from the uniformity to regions of the varying density. Just now we have learned it was completely uniform. The cosmologists were understanding for this, but suddenly they understood that it's varying density because of the improving natures of Big Bang. Understand the vast distance between and within the galaxies, because the galaxies are going to be expand. Nebula as star nurseries. What is written? They recognize the role of nebula in a star formation and remember the estimated period of star formation. What is there for the case study? The origin of nebula. The origin of the Orion Nebula is a real-life example of star-forming region. The nebula is the main source of forming the stars, which is located about 1344 light years away, which is visible, a visible nebula, and even to the naked eyes, without wearing a glass or anything, we can see the nebula. We can see the nebula, which is very much visible to us. It's a region of intense star formation which illustrates the process of described in this article. And the nebula is a mixture of the gas and dust. In the first we have learned this line, mixture of the gas, dust and newly formed stars, mirroring the early stages of galaxy formation. So this much we have learned from the universe, for the making of the origin of universe and its case study.